Right, tater tots on the barbecue. I'm having a leftover barbecue, so I figured I'd have some tater tots with it. But what I'm really trying to do is figure out what settings I need here to make what temperature up here. And even at barbecue, it's crept up an extra 50 degrees. And why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to bake a cake on the barbecue, and I want to, the weather's changed, so my calibrations for this device are off, and I can't, I got to recalibrate it with this kind of weather. Hi Diego, howdy YouTube. Welcome to the farmhouse. So we're at 450 on barbecue on all three settings, so I'm just going to turn it down a little bit in between barbecue and rotisserie, and I'm going to vent the lid to cool the temperature down. And there's so much steel in there that that's still, even if it were to hold it at 425, my goal temperature, it's still going to be off. But we're just going to, okay, it's still above 400. So what I'm going to do is set the tater tots on the top rack, and we're going to set the timer counting up so I'll know what the time, how long it took to get them done. And I'm just going to go back inside, and I'm going to come back every 5 minutes, and I'm going to check on these. Not necessarily the tater tots themselves, but what the actual temperature of the lid is. See, we're now just below 400 degrees. You see that? So we're just below 400 degrees, and we've got it set between rotisserie and barbecue. And we're going to check that out and see how well it works. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, it's been 5 minutes, and the temperature's at right around 400, which means it's probably about 450 in there where the tater tots are at, maybe even 500, but I'm going to say there's probably not a great difference there because of the height. Tater tots are sitting right about that height. So, it looks like between barbecue and rotisserie on this particular charbroil in this particular weather is where you set it to get it about 400 degrees. So I'll probably have to set it on just rotisserie for the cake mix, because I believe they're closer to 350 degrees. And just want to show you how wet my carport is. Even though the wood and the surface of the chair and everything is dry, the mist comes through and it collects on the floor of the carport, and so this carport floor stays wet and slick. Now the instructions on the tater tot were 425 for 16 to 18 minutes. We're hitting that pretty good. I'm happy with that, and it's a good learning experience for preparing for the cake. Now, Pillsbury chocolate cake. Alright, it's right at the 16-minute mark, and it's pretty much hung here at this temperature the entire time. And we're gonna, yeah, these aren't crisp enough for me. The box is always less time for me because I like mine extra crispy. And usually I flip them at the halfway point so that they're crispy on both sides. Just gonna flip a couple of these and see if that matters on the barbecue. We'll do half of them. Then I'm gonna take my buns and I'm gonna heat them up. Unfortunately, I am not cooking a fresh hamburger, but that's okay. So we'll give the buns and the tater tots 2 more minutes. I'll pull the buns off and probably let the tater tots go a couple more minutes after that. Oh yeah. Can you tell? I think these are a little lighter, but let's get these inside and we'll just let the tots keep going. They're not going to burn up at this temperature while I prepare my hot dog hamburger. Yeah, that's it. We're having hamburgers today. Alright, I checked these at 2345 and they weren't done. They weren't crispy like I like them, so I turned it up to heat. Not heat, clean. And I'm going to give it till probably 2 minutes, but my hamburger's ready, so, you know, do I wait for my tater tots to get extra crispy like I like them, or do I let my hamburger cool back down? Yeah, we'll just have to wait a couple minutes and see. But even on clean, this thing is slow to respond because it has that steel plate in there. And that's actually one of the features I like, is that steel plate that curves like that. Keeps all the food from falling on the burners. However, it doesn't make it a very efficient in response type barbecue. And true infrared, come on guys, you should have just put convection on there or something. There's no infrared going on. Unless you leave it on all night and it starts glowing. Okay, 25 minutes. Yeah, they're not going to get them. I don't have the patience for this. I'm just going to eat them. Oh well. Alright, judging by the fact we went 9 minutes longer and the crispy crowns never really got crispy, it would indicate that the temperature on the barbecue is actually off quite a bit, and I need to get my thermometers out and start calibrating it again. That could have been during the burglary that the thermometer on the lid got damaged or something, or just got out of calibration, I don't know, but it was definitely no 425 degrees for 9 minutes longer than the bag says you need to cook it. Oh man, I am hungry. That looks good to me.